Hi everybody, it's Defiant Spur again, and I've got some gameplay footage of the T34-1. I know I've only just put up the rest of the review for the tank, but I was having so much fun playing the little guy that, yeah, I thought why not share a little bit more footage. Here we are, we're top tier in this match, I believe. And this is one of those maps which I sometimes think you either love it or you hate it. You can get some lovely brawling done in a big heavy tank or a sturdy assault TD, but it's very, very limited to the corridors. Now I thought I'd go over this flank, and it looked like a lot of people decided to follow me. Probably a good idea. Yeah, see, and that's why with this gun you have to aim it in. It's just not accurate enough, especially, well, not reliably accurate enough to hit a target. At this point I thought this was going to be the shortest game I've played this tank all evening. But thankfully the tank's coming up behind me, especially this hammer here. Yay, my hero. I sent him a GG after the match. T29. Again, I don't know why I did the snapshot. I guess it's that optimistic hope that, you know, sometimes it works in a KV2, so maybe it'll work in any other tank in the game, but it very rarely does. Not with guns this inaccurate. Again, I should have aimed a little bit better there, really. This isn't a tank you can reliably auto-aim and let loose with the shells. See, if I was in a platoon, I would have pushed that corner a little bit harder. I'd probably be dead. No idea where that went. I figured, just take it nice and steady. Try to draw the T29 back over the hill there so I can pick it in. There we go. That one hit. Pull back, pull back, pull back. Will it? Oh, it did! See, I think at short range, short to medium range, you can, like I did there, aim and get the shots in. Oh, that hit him hard. I don't know if it hit at the same time as the hammer did, but that was a satisfying explosion. And at this point was when I noticed how badly we were doing as a team. Not great at all, and yeah, there was no point going back to try to save our circle. If we're going to get victory with mighty low health, going to the enemy camp was the only choice open to me, I believe. We've got a light tank in there already. He's being sensible. Yeah, there's a heavy over there. Now, I don't know what that heavy's doing. I can only guess he's engaged in a firefight with our heavy who's down in the water. Because he certainly isn't doing anything about us. Ready to fire on target. That must have either hit the ground or... Enemy's got us in their sights. We're taking the enemy base. Big solid hit. Yeah, not a great game by any means, but an okay game. I would like to have done more damage and actually contributed a little bit more to the match, but we managed to scrape a win. 1500 damage isn't too shabby, really. Didn't really get an opportunity to put the turret into action. Ow! Didn't really get an opportunity to put the turret into action. But, you know, I think for the map that was alright. I don't know why he's shooting at me. So, everyone fall back. And here we go with the next one. Yeah, I really wasn't expecting much from this game. I tend to find teams go crazy here. And oh, a little free bonus game is called Spot the Troll. Can anybody see a troll? We're not near a bridge, so it could be quite hard. Anybody? Anybody see a troll? Can anybody smell goat meat? Yeah, see, this really annoyed me. Partially because it's just obnoxious. I hate it when people pick on other people on your team. Because it's basically two tanks out of the game. And also, the STRV, who's doing the trolling, that's a really good tank. I mean, it's got filthy, dirty amount of gun depression. If it was a dog, actually it's very similar to a dog in that it can pretty much get its gun between its own legs. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, there's a good number of us here were recording the tank in action, which is why I'm dithering around here. Because yeah, I don't tolerate that type of behaviour. Now there's a possibility it could just be a very young kid, I suppose, driving the tank. But yeah, it's not on. Thankfully, the game's fairly static at the moment. But yeah, the reason why I wasn't expecting much from this game is I have no gun depression. Should have really zoomed in then. At least I would have had a better idea of where that shell vanished off to. Yay! Nice little blind hit there. Now this is really optimistic of me, thinking I might be able to get a second one. Yeah, see, this could have been quite a nice little spot here over the ridge, but without the gun depression. Yeah, I'm just showing my tummy to the enemy. Now we're doing okay. Now we've got the edge on them in kills. And the team is playing really doing really well. They're playing very sensibly. Unfortunate. I think it's just my angle was a little bit too extreme there. And it just like shimmied off its back. On the plus side, even though I'm playing it quite hesitantly here, the speed and mobility of the tank means I can make up for it by pushing quite hard. I was going to go around the corner and engage this medium tank. Right, there's a lot on him, and I see this TD sitting over here. Now, any other tank, and I would have just popped the shot off then, and probably hit. But again, that unreliable amount of inaccuracy. It's reliably inaccurate, but yeah, the poor accuracy of the gun, I wouldn't risk it. Nice hit. And a little love sandwich there. Yeah, not my best game. Not a very good game at all. It's in fact a poor game. Sure, we survived and we won, but I contributed little to the match. Basically, yeah, that troll at the beginning, I think, ruined my flow. Which I know is a pretty petty excuse, but it did. I wasted so much time filming it and reporting it. Again, see, any other tank could probably have hit that. Wait, your handbrake turns quite nicely.
Mission accomplished.
So yeah, there's me down there. And yeah, the T34 did nothing. Really annoying. Just went off and hid in the back corner after trolling people. Which is a pity. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that little bit of gameplay footage there. I'm going to do a couple more gameplay videos for the T34-1, just to give you all an idea of what it's capable of. I mean, the review I thought did a relatively good job at showing you, but it's a very rarely played tank, and I think it deserves more footage on YouTube. So, thank you very much everybody, and have a good night.